Okay, take two. The first time something very strange happened with my phone, so hopefully I have deleted that post and it is not an issue. So hopefully you guys can find me again. We are here on Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m., a little after 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're joining in, please comment and say hello. I can tell you right off the bat that technology is not my number one favorite skill because little funny things happen. Unexpected, crazy things happen. So that's what happened with my first video. So we're going to try again for our Facebook Live. Each Tuesday around 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I like to hop onto my Facebook page and share some stamping inspiration. And today, for some reason, when I hop on live, a big pop-up comes onto my screen telling me about my own event. So maybe it's a sign. So this pop-up, because like 3 minutes ago when I saw the pop-up, I tried to make it go away and it caused all sorts of problems. So now the pop-up is in the middle of my screen, so I can't really see myself that well, but it's reminding me, of course I already know about this event because I'm organizing this event. So hopefully there's not a black hole on your screen where this pop-up is showing up on my screen, but I don't know, Facebook is telling me to get tickets for the Ladies Retreat Day. So maybe, I don't know if you're getting that pop-up, and I'm afraid to touch the screen again because last time I touched it, crazy things happened. So hopefully I can still read your comments. If you're hopping on, just comment and I'll see, maybe it'll make the pop-up go away, and hopefully I can see your comments. And if I can't, I'll just have to read it later. I'm sorry, I don't know why Facebook started this on Facebook Lives giving ads. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I am still glad to be doing stamping with you because I have a fun project to share. Let me tell you a bit about what I've been doing. What I can do actually is I'll get my phone facing down on the table and I'll show you kind of some of the things I've been stamping, what's been going on. There's lots going on. I've already made up my whole class schedule all the way until end of June pretty much. So I am planning to keep you guys inspired with stamping projects and keep myself excited and inspired with stamping too. Okay, so I haven't seen any comments come up and I don't know whether it's because this crazy pop-up is blocking everything, but let me flip the phone over and that way I can show you what I've been stamping and what's been going on. Today is the last Tuesday in February, I believe. So just all month I've been showcasing this Beautiful Moment stamp set in my Facebook Live presentation. So hopefully you have been inspired with this stamp set. It's what I'm showcasing as my product of the month, but that means next week there'll be a whole new product of the month. And so you'll want to make sure you don't miss and see the inspiration that comes next month. But tomorrow is the last day to take advantage of my February online ordering special. Any orders $50 or more by tomorrow will receive a free package of the gold faceted gems. So I'll turn my camera over and I can show you everything. Okay, so hopefully, let's see if this all works. I haven't seen any comments, which is making me a tiny bit concerned, but let's see here. I am wanting to get this pop-up to go away because I think I'll be able to read your comments if I get rid of the pop-up. But on the other hand, I'm afraid to touch it because last time I touched it, everything went haywire, so I better not touch it. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Let me show you what I've been stamping. Okay. So for those of you that have been tuning in every week, you'll have seen the projects from this month, but this is just a reminder. All month I was showcasing this beautiful stamp set. I don't know whether it's carrying over, so it's always good to get it. It came out in this mini catalog, so it's always good to nab it because you just don't know whether it'll be back in the next catalog. So it's always good to nab it ahead of time. But here's some examples of the things you can make with that stamp set. So this is almost like a replay. For those of you that tune in every week, you've seen these projects. There we go. Okay, so this one was on the first Tuesday in February. Oh, good. I can see your comments now. Hello, Roz. Yay. Okay. Hello, Jennifer. Okay. The pop-up went away on its own. I'm glad I didn't touch it. Okay. So I did a scrapbook layout the first Tuesday in February and showcased how you can use that pretty stamp set in a scrapbook layout. And then the following week, I did this pretty card and showcased how you can use a monochromatic look and also use the pencil crayons to color in her dress. And of course, I think it was someone who was on the Facebook Live, maybe it was Heather, told me to put some Wink Castella on her dress. I don't know if you can see the shine on her dress, but that totally made it. Oh, here's the gold faceted gems that you'll get free with your minimum $50 order on my online store in February. It ends tomorrow, actually. That February online ordering special. Okay, you get a whole pack. Sorry, I don't just send you one. Okay, and then last week was this card. We did this last week with that stamp set. And both of these cards will be featured in my Beautiful Moments class, which is happening the last Wednesday in April. And just a reminder, if you can't come out to the class, you can always get the kit to go. So that's just like a little sneak peek of what that class will be about. So this week we're going to do something different with that stamp set. So I've done scrapbook pages, I've done 2 cards. Today we're going to do a little 3D project. So why don't I show you that? Actually, I'm going to show you, I'm going to use some paper. I think last week you guys said you like the suspense of not knowing what the final project is, and that I kind of create it and you kind of see what happens. So this week I'm using the Designer Series paper from the Botanical Prints medley. So the Botanical Prints medley is pretty fun because it includes so much in this medley. So let me show you what's in this medley. Today's project, we're just using the paper, but because I have a special going on with the Botanical Prints medley, I just want to give you a little closer look of some of the stuff that's in this medley. These gorgeous, it's kind of like copper gold little bees. And then as well, you also get these fun masks and overlays, and the great thing about them is that they're double-sided, so you could choose the peacock color or you could choose to use the white color. You also get in the medley these gorgeous die cuts. Oh, hi Lynn. I love it how you introduce yourself from Northern Ontario, because I'm Southern Ontario, but or is it just that the town you're from is so small I wouldn't know it? I don't know. But anyway, welcome, Lynn. So I'm just showing the stuff in the Botanical Prints product medley. You get these die cuts. You get a few sheets of those. You get a whole spool of ribbon. Okay, this old olive ribbon. And you also get these little label die cuts. Okay, and then that's not all. Okay, you get the DSP and you get the stamp set. Okay, and the coordinating dies. Okay, there are some very neat dies in here. Let me see if I can get this out to show you. So it's just that in the catalog, it doesn't do a good job of showcasing what is in this medley. And because I am having a special with this medley, I want to make sure to kind of pull it open to show you. See, I think these dies are very fun, right? This is what it cuts out. So you've got some nice intricate designs, but you also have some nice simple floral designs as well. And I find with these flowers, they stamp just great. Let me get some samples. So even if you don't color those flowers in, they look absolutely great. But if you do color them in, So can you see how the stamp, it really gives a distinctive look. It looks very realistic. Okay, so you get all these things, the dies, the stamp, the paper, the bees, the ribbon, the die cuts, all that stuff is included in the medley. So the cost of the medley is $95 plus tax and shipping. So that usually brings it to about $118. So, but look at all that you get. So that the price is just right for that, for all the things you get. The stamp set, the dies, the embellishments, all of that. $95 is good. But my special going on with the Botanical prints is that you can get 12 projects using this medley. So that's the great thing. When you purchase this medley, you're not going to have a bunch of stuff you don't know what to do with, because I have already designed 12 projects using this medley, and you will get the tutorials for all the projects, written tutorials with the measurements, photographs of all 12 projects, absolutely free if you decide to purchase this medley. Okay, so that's a given. You're going to have great ideas on what you can do with it. I'm going to show you a sneak peek of 4 of the projects of the 12. This is a fun tea bag holder. Okay, and then I already showed you this card. Look, here's another one. And then I really like this one. I'm a big fan of those copper bees. Okay, so these are cards you could give to anybody, really. And then, but if you want to kind of get all the extra pieces, such as the cardstock already pre-cut for you, see how this one uses a stitch circle here. This one uses a stitch square, some rhinestones. This one uses a doily. If you want all those extra pieces mailed to you to make it even easier to complete the 12 projects, then make sure you get the Take It To Go version of my class. Okay, so basically it's $10 for the class. You just you pay the $128, and then I will send you the whole medley as well as the pre-cut pieces. And then of course you can do the class in person on Wednesday, March the 25th. Okay, so that is my special focusing on the Botanical prints medley here. So we're actually, okay, that was a long introduction to tell you that we're going to use this paper in today's project. Let me get the paper out so that we can do today's project using, here we go, using the Beautiful Moments stamp set. Okay, so let me move this out of the way because we're not using anything else except the paper for that project today. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. Okay, how's everybody else doing? It is, you know what, it's a very pretty set that does not show well in the catalog. The floral images are really unique, the color combinations are really unique, and it has a very European feel. Like, I just feel like it's a very, I don't know, like European, classy kind of feel to it. You see that? Love how the paper is double-sided. Okay, so let's get crafting. I like to keep you in suspense about what the final project is. So let's start with, we can actually cut this DSP first. So let me get my trimmer out. If you don't have a good trimmer, Stampin' Up! Can help you out. Okay, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take the DSP and I'm gonna cut it at 1 7/8. So I know I don't really love cutting on the 7/8, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So we're going to cut at 1 7/8. I'm just trying to think if there's a better way to cut it here. Okay, 1 7/8, and then 2 1/8. Okay, so I've got my glasses on. Hopefully I'll be okay today. But one huge benefit about this trimmer is it measures not just by the quarter, not just by the 8th, but it even has measurements for the 16th. So sometimes I get a little mixed up here and there. Am I measuring on the 16th or on the 8th? Okay, so let's cut. We're going to cut 2 of those, 1 7/8 by 2 1/8. So is this 2 1/8? No, it's too small. 2 1/8. And 1 7/8. Okay, so we're just gonna put that aside for now, but I cut 2 of them. Okay, here we go. So let me just put that aside. Move this out of the way. When I craft, there's always stuff all over the place. Okay, so we'll move that up here. We won't need that right now. Okay, next up, we're going to use our Whisper White cardstock. I am using the 12 by 12 size. Okay, the reason I'm using the 12 by 12 size is because I'm cutting at 6 inches. The piece that I need is 6 inches by 8.5 inches. So this trimmer has an arm that pulls out, so we can actually cut all the way to 17 inches out here, but we only need 8.5. But the reason I'm using the 12 by 12 is it makes me feel like it's a good use of paper, because 6 is exactly half a 12 by 12, so I'll be able to get 2 out of here. Okay, but I'm only going to make 1 right now, but we'll cut it at 6 inches. Okay, and we make sure this is all butt up against the top. 6 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay, so 8.5 inches. Okay, so that's our piece that we're going to start with. I'm not making a card. I'm going to make a little 3D project today. So 6 inches by 8.5 inches. You know what? I'm not going to take this away because I have to do some scoring. On the 6-inch side, on the shorter side, I'm going to score it at 2 inches. And then I'm going to score it at 4 inches. So just remember, the lighter little doodad on the trimmer is the score. So 2 inches by 4 inches. Okay, so we're kind of dividing it into thirds there. Okay, can you kind of see those score lines? And then I'm going to turn it on the 8.5 inch side. Hi, Shelly. It's great to see you, hear from you. On the 8.5 inch side, we are going to score at 5.5. Okay, actually we're going to score at 3 inches. Okay, and then we're going to score at 5.5. Okay, so it's almost like we're making like a little tic-tac-toe board kind of thing. Can you kind of see? Okay, there's like a score line here, there's a score line up here. Can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Okay, and we've got these score lines going across. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut off these outside pieces. Okay, so I basically just cut right on the score line. Are you guys in suspense? Dun, da, da. Each episode of Tuesday at 2, you never know what I'm going to make. I just like to leave you in suspense. So I'm going to cut these little pieces out. Okay. Yeah, because last week you guys said you didn't want to see the final project. It's more fun to kind of craft along with me and see what comes out. Okay, so let's cut these pieces off. We can kind of save them because they're still useful for little punch outs or whatever. Okay, so this is what I'm cutting out. Okay, so that it ends up looking kind of like a cross is what's gonna happen, because I'm cutting these little corners, the outside corners, I'm cutting them right off. I know, better than a soap opera, eh, Shelley? The suspense, what's gonna happen next? What is Genevieve gonna do with this piece of Whisper White paper? She's scored it, she's cut it, what's gonna happen now? Okay, so this is what we have. So I think I can move my trimmer. Oh, this is just a reminder how to get to my website. We've got lots of things in the store there. And don't forget, with your $50 order, you get a free package of gold faceted gems. But of course, if you bump up your order to $60, you get a free Celebration item from Stampin' Up. Celebration's the best time of the year ever, because when else can you get like a $15, $20 value stamp set for free? Okay, only during Celebration. Okay, so now the longer bits, I'm going to stick them into my scallop tag topper punch. Okay, so it creates this little tag. Okay, so I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, and then what I'm going to do now, hope I remember what happens here. I'm actually going to make a little mark in the center. So if you measure this, it's 2 inches. Oh, I lied. It's 2.5 inches. So at 2.5 inches, so half of 2.5 inches, I believe is like 1.25. So I'm just going to use a little pencil. No one's going to see it because it'll be on the inside anyway. But at the 1.25 mark, I'm going to make a little mark with my pencil. Okay, and I'm going to do the same on the other side at the 1.25 mark. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, I lied, I do need this again, is in this groove right here is where the blade and the scoring blade go. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to position my mark in the channel of the trimmer and this corner. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to position the mark and the corner into the channel. So I'm going to basically draw a diagonal line. Not draw a diagonal line, score a diagonal line. Okay? And then same on the other side here. Okay, so is this in the camera? Yep, so this little corner will go in the groove and the little mark will go in the groove. There we go. So that I get that fun triangle, okay? Math skills, yes, it's been a while, But these are the things I tell my kids. That's why math is important. You never know when you're gonna need it to create a crafting project. Okay, so here's another side, and we're gonna do this side. So we're doing exactly the same thing on opposite sides here. We're just making sure it kind of goes into the channel to create our diagonal line. Okay. There we go. Sometimes it's not perfect, but it's okay. It's handmade. This one I totally missed. It should have been here, and I'm kind of off. But anyway, okay, so I guess that's it. So let's try and make sure the pencil mark is on the inside. So what you're going to do now is kind of try to fold on the score lines. Okay. And can you see how this is going to come together? Let's move this out of the way. Okay, math plus stamping equals beautiful projects. Thanks, Diane. That's a great way. Okay, so this actually folds like this. This is going to fold over. So I don't, you know what would fit perfect in here is those round Lindt chocolates. But I ate them all. I bought a whole bunch for Valentine's Day, and sad to report, they are gone. Okay, so it makes a little treat box like that. So you can use whatever you want to close it up. I found it's just really easy to use a little glue dot to close it off. It's super sad. I lost my pick-me-up tool, so sadly I'm going to use my fingernail here. And I am going to just stick it on the inside, and then this can just close up like that. Okay, same thing on this side. I'll put another little glue dot here. You know what would really be fun is if my French was so good, we could do math and stamping and French language skills at the same time. So for those of you that haven't tuned in with me often or don't know, haven't had a chance to really connect with me, one thing I'm really into right now is trying to improve my French skills. So I look for, I think not tomorrow night, Thursday night, I'm going to try and join a little meetup group in a coffee shop. I'm going to put another glue dot here. So let's imagine I put my chocolate inside, and then you can fold this up. Okay, but I think anything would really work. You could use, tear and tape or our liquid glue. But I want to be able to open it because when I do get little chocolates, I'm going to put it inside. Anyway, so yes, I'm trying to improve my French language skills. So I'm looking for every opportunity to speak French and practice my French. Okay, so there's our little box. Okay, so now we just have to dress it up. How are we going to dress it up? Of course, we're going to use this Beautiful Days stamps, Beautiful Moments stamp set, because it's the product of the month. But do you remember our 2 little pieces of DSP that we cut out earlier? Let's stick those on. Let's use our snail here, and we can pop that on. I have a lot of exciting things coming up. Another exciting thing coming up, I'll bring my class schedule over after I finish this. C'est bon, oui, c'est bon. C'est beau? Est-ce que c'est beau? Have we made it pretty yet? Maybe not yet. Okay, so let's pretty it up. Since we have the shell, let's pretty it up. I think Diane, if you're still on, Diane, you can speak French with me. We should get together. Our next phone call, we can speak French. Okay, so I used the scallop tag topper punch, and so it already has these great holes right here. So I'm a real, I don't know, I just love it that Stampin' Up! Products coordinate so well. So since this seems to be like a terracotta tile color, I of course whipped out my terracotta tile ribbon here, and I'll cut a piece out. Okay, and then I'll get some linen thread. I'm pretty sure I have some here. Yep, we've got some linen thread, and what we can do is thread this through. It's kind of sad that this is a box without chocolate inside, but I will be sure to go and buy some chocolate. I'm going to be stocking up on lots of chocolate because I've got 2 retreat days. I've got a ladies' retreat day on May the 14th. So I always like to give a little treat there. And then, but my ladies' retreat weekend in April, the girls get lots of little pillow gifts here and there. So they'll probably be filled with chocolate because, you know, women and chocolate kind of go together. So what I'm going to do is take this linen thread, and I don't know, for a while Stampin' Up! Had them on like spools like this, and it's actually kind of neat because then the ends, sorry, I don't think you can see this in the camera too well, but I'm just basically tying a knot, but the ends are curly. So it actually makes it look even more elegant to have the curly ends, I think. I'm just going to tie a little bow. Fine motor skills, my friends. Okay, here we go. Okay, but see how the ends are kind of long and curly? I think that's kind of fun. Okay, so, okay, maybe it's a little longer than I actually wanted. Oh, you're looking, yes, Diane, you're coming to the retreat, so yes, I'm sure you'll enjoy the chocolate. I enjoy chocolate. Although, when's Easter? I think I'm giving up chocolate for Lent, so I maybe shouldn't stock up in here with chocolate. There. Okay, so I'll trim that a bit. Okay, so isn't this a fun little treat box? And let's use our, I'm actually using the Thinking of You stamp from this set. And I'm going to see those, remember those little squares that we cut out? We can use them right now to stamp our little saying. We'll just stamp it right here. And just like last week, I used the 1-inch punch to pop it out. Okay, I'm leaving a little space at the top because I'm using this teeny tiny butterfly. I don't know if you guys noticed that the stamp set has a little teeny tiny butterfly. And we will put that right there. Okay, I think it just pretties it up a little bit. And then I'm going to use the terracotta tile Stampin' Write marker. You can get the 5 markers in a set. You can't buy them individually, but since it's one of the in colors, you get 5 as a set. I'll just color in the wings of the butterfly a bit. Okay, and I stamped using the basic gray. And maybe I'll, let's see, what should I pop it up with? I think maybe a basic gray. So let me take that out. But you could also maybe use terracotta tile too. And I'm using the 1 1/8 scallop circle punch, if I can find it. Here it is, the 1 1/8 scallop circle. So we can pop that out because it goes perfectly with the 1-inch punch. See how it perfectly mats together? Okay, and then, oops. That together. And then I'll get a little dimensional. Stamping dimensionals are a must-have. What happened to my little tag? There we go. Okay, so I know, there we go. And there is our finished little treat box. Isn't that cute? It's a fun little shape. It'd be perfect for the Lindt chocolates or even jewelry. I think you can put it inside. You could put jewelry inside, chocolates, candy. And then, so I just wanted to show you this stamp set. At first glance, you might think you need really advanced coloring skills, but there's so many ways to use it. Like, look at this. You know, we use that tiny little butterfly. We use the nice font of the words. You don't have to, like, it doesn't have to be a really artistic, you don't have to be a really artistic person to enjoy this stamp set. Okay, so I'll show you again, since it's the last week in February, the 4 projects that we did using our product of the month. Okay, so just so that you can see what a variety of projects we did this month. So you're not going to want to miss what's happening next month. So, okay, this is the stamp set. And then again, our little 3D box that we did today. And of course, there's no reason you can't use different paper, different stamp sets, and just dress it up in your own different way. And here are these 2 cards. Again, don't forget that you can sign up for the Beautiful Moments class that I have going on. Just let me know you want to sign up, whether you're local or long distance, and I'll make sure you get the card kits and the stamp set. It includes the stamp set as well, the class, so it's a great value. But here's another way that you can use that stamp set, is using it for a scrapbook layout. So hopefully you enjoyed my product of the month and the different projects that I showed this month. So I love sharing stamping. So if you enjoyed the projects and everything, you can just let me know. And of course, I always appreciate your support if you decide to shop. Make sure you use that host code with any online orders so that I can give you your free package of gold faceted gems. The other big special going on right now is about joining the Stampin' Up! Family. So I wanted to show you this card is one of the cards we're going to be making at our team get-together. So my Team Stick Stampers, we get together on the first Thursday of every month. And if you're long distance, you can just join in on Facebook Live. I Facebook Live stream the whole thing. And then you also have the option of getting these make and take kits mailed to you. So actually, I think I see Bev is on. Bev, don't forget, even if you can't come to our meetings in Markham, you're a Team Stick Stamper. So you can just order the make and takes for my Thursday meeting. You can get them mailed to you. It's part of a perk of being on my team. But if you're not on my team yet, or you aren't on my team now, maybe you have been in the past, or you haven't been on my team, think about joining. Now is a great time. I would love to send you the tutorials. All my team members get the tutorials of our team meeting make and takes, which we do every month. And this month we're doing some fancy folds. So this is one of the cards. Let's see whether I have another one. I don't want to give all the fun away, but see, here's another one as well. Okay, so that's what we're doing next week on Thursday. It's the first Thursday of the month. So we're making 4 cards, and we're using some new product. This is the Pleased with Punch Designer Series paper. Isn't it cute? So now is a great time to take advantage because, sorry, I'm walking across my craft cave, because now is a great time to take advantage because you get to get all these things. Let me show you. Can you see my little bucket of goodies in here? Okay, because you get to choose when you get the starter kit during Celebration. Well, whenever you get the starter kit, you can choose $165 worth of product. Okay, so here's some examples of things you could choose. You could choose ink pads in your starter kit. You can choose punches. You can choose whatever you want, as long as it comes to $165. You only pay $135, no tax, no shipping, definitely no shipping. Most Canadian provinces, no tax. But because it's Celebration, and Stampin' Up! Loves to give free things during Celebration, they will also give you a free little mini paper trimmer for joining the Stampin' Up! Family. And they'll also give you a free stamp set of your choice of any value. So this one I think is around a $60 value. You get that absolutely free. You get the mini trimmer absolutely free. And you get this paper absolutely free. It's like a little sampler paper stack, absolutely free. So I would love it if you join the Team Stick Stampers. I have so many things going on the team. It's actually hard to keep track. Not only do we have our monthly team get-togethers, but we also have our exclusive team Facebook group. I do a little Facebook Live for my team every Sunday morning just to say hello and connect. We also have like games. We're starting like this really, let me flip this around. We're starting like a fun pen pal program. So there's always things going on our team because I think it's like my team is my Stampin' Up! Family. We might be all different in many different ways, all different ages, all different backgrounds, all different parts of the country. But the one thing we have in common is that we all love stamping. We all love creating fun things. We've got little creative challenges that go on. So I would absolutely love to have you join my team. All you have to do is let me know, or you can just go to my website, genevieve.stampinup.net, and click the Join Now tab. And just pick out your $165 worth of goodies. And then I'll welcome you into our happy tribe. Okay, so that is our stamping for this week. Make sure to come back next week, Tuesday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and see what the new product of the month will be. And all month in March, I will be showcasing another product and some different projects to inspire you. So thank you so much for joining. Oh no, big news. Okay, you guys have probably already tuned out, but it's not hugely big, but I am doing a Facebook party. I haven't done one in a long time. But because Celebration is such a big, exciting event, I will make sure to do a Facebook party. So what's going to happen, because I've been so consistent about getting on Tuesdays at 2 p.m., the Facebook party will also be at that time. It'll be on March the 24th, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But it's not going to happen on my Facebook page, I don't think. I have to decide. I'll either do it on here on the Facebook page, or I'll do it in my Facebook group. I have a little sort of Facebook group where I post different inspiration and different things as well. So you'll know that that'll be a special one, because there'll be, whenever it's a party, there's prizes, shopping specials, different things going on, games. So if you can't get on live, usually you can watch the replay and participate anyway. But mark your calendars for March the 24th to join in for that Facebook party. Okay, so that's the news. You're welcome, Bev. Don't be shy if you've never let me know you've been watching. It encourages me when I know that you're watching and enjoying the projects. So just let me know and say hi, and we will see you next week. Thanks for joining in. Bye for now. Oh, I'm glad you love the Stampin' Up! Family, Debbie. I just saw this comment pop up. Yes, I've been a demonstrator for over 12 years. It's getting to be 12 and a half years, so I can't believe it's been that long, but it's been quite a ride, quite an exciting ride. Okay, thanks everyone. Bye-bye. Have a great day.